when you look at the crowds today, you have maybe 5,000-6,000 people here. On the streets yesterday, 1 million people, 1 million Iranians in the street for the Ayatollah Khomeini. Does that not give you concern? Does that not make you afraid?
Because they are afraid, yeah, that's right. And most of the people don't say anything because they are afraid. And they are in silence, you know, they don't say anything.
Is this the silent majority of Iran out here now?
Yes, that's right.
Do you want the Shah to return?
Yes, Shah, return to the country.
Why do you want the Shah? Why does she want the
ما شاه میخوایم ما بیچاره این
شادی کشتنش حلاله کجای قرآن گفته
47 years we've been bleeding in the dark, under the shadow of the Islamic regime, with a stone-cold heart. They silenced our voices, they turned off our light. 58 days without internet, but we still fought the night. Our children took the streets, they raised their empty hands, and the world looked away. Do you understand? Do you know Europe? Do you know what's been done? Do you know Europe? 42,000 souls are gone, killed in 2 days by a regime drenched in blood. Do you know Europe? Or have you just given up? Do you know Europe? Do you feel anything at all? Or did something break inside you? While Iran answered the call. Do you know Europe? 42,000 lives, 2 days, that's all it took. Mothers and fathers and sons, did you even look? We stand with Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, our hope and voice. Millions behind him marching, he is our only choice. He only fights for freedom, democracy and human rights. But you mock him in your chambers while he fights for our lives, to pull us out of this darkness, this century-long night, while you sign deals with our killers and call it diplomatic right. Do you know Europe? Do you know what's been done? Do you know Europe? They hang 60-40 souls one by one, hanged within 4 months by a regime drenched in blood. Do you know Europe? Or have you just given up? Do you know Europe? Do you feel anything at all? Or did something break inside you while Iran answered the call? Do you know Europe? What happened to you, Europe? What made you so cold? What turned your heart to stone? while our story went untold. Is oil worth more than blood? Is silence worth the shame? Because while you negotiate with murderers, we are dying, calling your name. Do you know Europe? Do you know what's been done? Do you know Europe? 42,000 souls are gone, killed in 2 days by a regime drenched in blood. Do you know Europe? Or have you just given up? Do you know Europe? We are still here. We are still strong. Do you know Europe? How much longer? How much longer? How long? Do you know Europe?
To all of our friends around the world, under the yoke of the Islamic Republic, Iran is identified in your minds with terrorism, extremism, and poverty. The real Iran is a different Iran, a beautiful, peace-loving, and flourishing Iran. It is the Iran that existed before the Islamic Republic, and it is the Iran that will rise again from its ashes the day the Islamic Republic falls. So let me be clear about how a free Iran will act towards its neighbors and the world after the fall of this regime. In security and foreign policy, Iran's nuclear military program will end. Support for terrorist groups will cease immediately. A free Iran will work with regional and global partners to confront terrorism, organized crime, drug trafficking, and extremist Islamism. Iran will act as a friend and a stabilizing force in the region, and it will be a responsible partner in global security. In diplomacy, relations with the United States will be normalized, and our friendship with America and her people will be restored. The State of Israel will be recognized immediately. We will pursue the expansion of the Abraham Accords into the Cyrus Accords, bringing together a free Iran, Israel, and the Arab world. A new chapter will begin, grounded in mutual recognition, sovereignty, and national interest. In energy, Iran holds some of the largest oil and gas reserves in the world. A free Iran will become a reliable energy supplier to the free world. Policymaking will be transparent. Iran's actions will be responsible. Prices will be predictable. In transparency and governance, Iran will adopt and enforce international standards. Money laundering will be confronted. Organized corruption will be dismantled. Public institutions will answer to the people. In the economy, Iran is one of the world's last great untapped markets. Our population is educated, modern, with a diaspora that connects it to the four corners of the world. A democratic Iran will open its economy to trade, investment, and innovation, and Iran will seek to invest in the world. Opportunity will replace isolation. This is not an abstract vision. It is a practical one, grounded in national interest, stability, and cooperation. To achieve this, now is the time to stand with the Iranian people. The fall of the Islamic Republic and the establishment of a secular, democratic government in Iran will not only restore dignity to my people, it will benefit the region and the world. A free Iran will be a force for peace, for prosperity, and for partnership.
وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه روبروم یه واژه یه هدف به نام انتقامه پشت سرم دعای مادر و تو دستم تفنگ بابامه رو زبونم اسم شاه بگین این عشق بی انتهاست هر جا اسم ایران اومد اونجا صدای بچه رضاست فردا می نویسن تو کتاب قصه دیمار بگو با تیر جنگی کشتن بچه های بیگناه رو بگو از بخت مادرها چیر زنا و دخترامون بگو تنها شهید شدیم تا تنها نمونه شامون وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست
همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم بالا و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه
سلام من به تو یار قدیمی منم همون هوادار قدیم
سید سلام چطوری مردک کلی کتلت شدین دایی بدون مدرک سلام بسیجی قهرمان رفتی پیش توسی با پنیر و یه نون سنگک سلام به محفل قرآنیتون سلام به مدیرای بحرانیتون سلام به حاجی اکبر و طوله هاش و خارج و رفقای ارگانیتون سلام به دستای پول ملت که تش میفتین توی تور ملت سلام به همه شما کرکسایی که دارین نونتون رو میزنین تو خون ملت ساکتش زیر دست و پاک و تک بخورین حالا هی به یه بادکنک بدوین سلام آخر تو زندان باشه وقتی قرار به این آب خنک بخورین مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا اینو بگذاریم به خاک میرسیم تجزیه طلبی که به خاک بیرسیم ایران مردمش وطن پرستن از کرد تا بلوچ بری به فاک میرسی توف به هر چی مرسی است توف به هر کی در پی تجزیه است توف به لوی و همونی که شیفته ی گل ملیگرا تو وطن خدا نسلی هست سر کردستان همه برپا شدن بلوچستان فدای مهسا شدن شم واحد که شیر و خورشید ما بقی جعلیا تنها شدن شادی باشه واسه همه در میهن کور بشه چه شهر چی اهریمن رخه رو بگید اون 6 کلاس سواد و خبرگان و مجد سری ترجیحن شبهای عروس و دامادی باشه برن سلامتی نوش کنن آبادی باشه مقصد کجاست میدون شهیاده به سمت اتوبان آزادی باشه سلام به نسل ندید پدیدا نبودیم ندیدیم قدیمتی ما شاه بود تو شادی کل میزدین حالا شاه بر میگرده پیک میزنین مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا
فاهنگ به این خوشگلی با نایده بود اسم این مشخواهن رو توش بیاریم ولی خب لازم بود دیگه فکر کنم با نایده
Talking of peace, but you know how it ends. Smiles for the cameras, deals in the light, but truth disappears somewhere out of sight. Mullahs behind it, controlling the flow. You shake hands with fire, but you already know. Iranians want freedom, they're reaching high. From cells to the shadows, their voices still grow, dreaming of a future they don't even know. Deals at the top while the pressure runs low, and down below the fear continues to grow. Deal with the devil, you know what it costs. Promises fade while the lines get crossed. Deal with the devil, you hear their call, voices in chains deal. One stands firm, one bends to the game. History writes down the choice and the name. Stand with strength, don't let it all go. You don't free millions by moving too slow. Mr. Trump, if you give them that deal, they keep the power, they tighten the seal. More voices silence, more lives erased, while freedom is pushed further away. Be the Reagan they need, take a stand, don't trade their future for a sake of a hand. Deal with the devil, you know what it costs. Too many lives already lost. Deal with the devil, you hear their call. Iranians fighting, they won't let it fall. Deal with the devil, don't look away, while lives are taken day by day. Mr. Trump, be like Reagan, no deals with the devil.
Let's go. میخوام بگم از دلم، از عشق به این میهنم، به امید روز شکست دشمن شاه برمیگرده به وطن. برگشتن پهلوی، وحشت هر اجنبی، بلند بگو همشهری شاه رضا پهلوی. نظام رسیده پرتگاه، بلند بگو جاوید شاه. برگشت شاه به میهن، دوای درد وطن. این آخرین نبرده، پهلوی برمیگرده. داره میاد پهلوی، زجه بزن سید علی. راه نجات وطن، پهلوی هموطن. ایران میشه گلستان، شاه که بیاد به ایران. ایران که شاه نداره، حساب کتاب نداره. آخون باید گم بشه، توپ تانک فشفشه. گم شو بیرون اجنبی، داره میاد پهلوی. فریاد بزن جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن ها. ما شاه میخوایم نه ملا، بذار بشنوه دنیا. ایرانی داد بزن، شاه تو فریاد بزن. برگشتن پهلوی، وحشت هر اجنبی. بلند بگو هموطن، شاه رضا پهلوی. فریاد بزن جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه. بلند بگو جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه. فریاد بزن جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه. فریاد بزن جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه. بلند بگو جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه.
Look at us here today. We see so many flags representing so many nations. We know we are not alone, and we thank you for being with us. For all people around the world who stand today in unity with the Iranian people, this is not just because it's good for us, and you do it out of compassion and care for our rights to liberty and justice and equality and human rights. But understand that it is in your best interest too to have, unlike this regime that has been propagating terror and radicalism, we the people of Iran are peacemakers and not warmongers. We like to be friends especially with the free world. We'd like to be able to have the best neighborly relationship with the people of our area and the region, with the Arab countries, with Israel, and all our other neighbors. We are fighting for justice, we're fighting for human rights, we are fighting for liberty, we're fighting to put an end to all sorts of discrimination. Because as an Iranian, I stand here to tell you that I've dedicated 47 years of my life because I think that my country deserves far better than what we have right now. Now understand that their best remedy is to support the people of Iran, because ultimately a free Iran will be your best partner, not just to bring stability and peace, but it will be in your best economic interest and opportunities. Together we can prosper again, and the world will be so different once the Iranian people are free. I am here to guarantee a transition to secular democratic future. I am committed to be that leader of transition for you, so we can one day have the final opportunity to decide the fate of our country through a democratic, transparent process, through the ballot box and free elections. And let's make sure that this time, especially the free nations of this world and their governments, stand on the right side of history.
Well, Durud, patriots. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to day 175 of Iran Revolution Live with your wonderful and amazing host, Mr. ARMIN NAVABI.
And your wonderful and amazing host, Goldie Ghamari.
Thank you so much. ARMIN, how are you doing today?
Ooh, I'm enjoying the internal chaos within the Islamic Republic. They're calling out for the beheading of Pezeshkian, and we have the video for that. So there's that happening. And they're kicking out the Paidari camp from a religious gathering, and they're bringing in girls into the religious gatherings. Weird-looking girls.
The girls videos. It is wild.
Yeah, I know.
You know what? I'm actually glad you mentioned the girls. So why don't we, so, let's start with where you began. And then when you get to the part about the girls, I have a very, very interesting post that I want to share once we speak about these, these jihadi hoes that brought about, right? And one thing, ARMIN, that to me is fascinating about the Islamic regime bringing these jihadi hoes into the mix is that in the last several months, like pretty much since January 8th, one of the ways that the pro-Islamic regime people and supporters have attacked and targeted specifically Iranian women in the diaspora is they have come up with this, image, like this very misogynistic meme of, Iranian women inside versus outside. And then, the Iranian women inside are apparently, very pious and their hair is covered and whatever. But then the Iranian women outside are, basically they have boob jobs and their lips, Botox and full on makeup and everything. I'm going to find that meme, that image, because, first of all, it's incredibly misogynistic. But second of all, the crazy part about it is that what the regime supporters are attacking Iranian women of, that's what the Islamic regime supporters inside of Iran look like. Those are the kinds of women that they're bringing out in front of the cameras and stuff. So we will dive into that for sure. I'm gonna find that meme to compare. But the gaslighting is crazy. The gaslighting is crazy.
That's actually a good point to put them aside. So should we go with the beheading?
Yeah, let's go
for your
from there.
first-
'Cause I want to find that meme of the Iranian women or whatever.
Okay. Let me bring this on. All right, so guys, so when you see these demonic red lights, that's basically a Shia gathering. Oh, this is a religious leader. I don't know what's the fascination with the red lights always, but it does look pretty demonic every time they do that. Okay, so let's look at what this is a Maddah, which is a religious vocalist. The Maddahs are the propaganda arm of the Islamic Republic. Okay, so let's watch this.
آقای رئیس جمهور اگر شروطی که رهبری گفتن محقق نشه ما میدانیم و تیغ و حلقوم شما پدرتو در میاریم ما کم هزینه ندادیم که این مردم دلشون میخواد برن هیئت روزه برن خیابانها رو رها نکنن همینطوری وایسادن کف خیابون چیزی میخورن یا وایسادن پرچم بچرخونن زن بچه رو ببرن اینو ببرن اونو بیارن کشته بدن شهید بدن.
Okay, I don't know why they put a beep sound here. The most important part was the beginning. Let me translate this for you. This is crazy stuff. Okay, look at this.
آقای رئیس جمهور اگر شروطی که رهبری گفتن محقق نشه ما میدانیم و تیغ و حلقوم شما.
So he's saying, dear Mr. President, if in the negotiations with the Americans, if the conditions of the supreme leader is not met, it's going to be between you and us and a blade and your throat. Okay? Let me say that again. Let me actually try, because I want to make sure that I translate it word by word so I don't mistranslate this, okay?
آقای رئیس جمهور
Mr. President,
اگر شروطی که رهبری گفتن محقق نشه
if the conditions that our supreme leader has said does not come to fruition, does not happen for the
ما میدانیم و تیغ و حلقوم شما.
It will be, we will know what to do. We will be us and a blade and your throat.
پدرتو در میاریم.
We will F you up.
ما کم هزینه ندادیم که.
This is a direct threat to the president when it comes to the negotiation. And I think nothing is going to happen to him, guys. That's how pathetically weak the president is within the Islamic Republic. It just means that you could get away with saying that about the president. Nobody's going to come defend the president right now. Nobody.
این مردم دلشون میخواد برن هیئت روزه برن خیابان‌ها رو رها نکنن همینطوری وایسادن کف خیابون چیزی میخورن.
Like we have given so much. We have given, like, this has been so costly to us. We have been in the streets all the time. So he's saying these people who are in the streets, they want to go to hayat, they want to go do religious ceremonies, but instead of going and do what they want, which is religious ceremonies in Muharram. So guys, right now is Muharram. That means that within Shia places, everybody is focusing on Hussein's death 1400 years ago. 1400 years ago, Hussein died in Karbala, and these people are not over it after 1400 years. So this month in the Islamic calendar is the month that Shia Muslims are going to obsess about Hussein, and they're going to have religious ceremonies. And he's saying, as one of the huge costs that the pro-regime Iranians have paid, is the fact that instead of going and doing religious ceremonies, they actually have to be in the streets and hold the flags as a way to keep protesting against the negotiations, right? And again, they have to go and they have to bring their wives and the children, go this. Like, he's saying the logistic of it is very difficult. He's saying we have paid so much price, so you guys don't do a bad deal with the Americans. So if you do a bad deal with the Americans, we're going to cut your throat. Anyways, I don't know why they put a beep sound here. This part doesn't needed a beep sound. And it puts 2 for some reason. Sorry, guys. Oh, he's saying, like, you guys are acting, you're playing with us. He's saying, you, president, you're playing with us. All right, so that was that. And by the way, they're also complaining. One complaint that these people are having is that in religious ceremonies, sometimes they're not allowing them to come in, right? And guys, I'm sorry for what I'm about to show you. I kind of had a mini, I don't know. This really this grossed me out. I don't know why, but I don't want to see it. But these are the type of people who are there, who are, I mean, to each their own. I don't care.
Yeah, this is wild. No, this is crazy. Like, I don't, no. Like, we need to comment on this because this is mental.
I know, I am. I was about to.
Good, yeah. Okay. Like, don't
Yeah,
apologize.
No, I'm not apologizing for what they're doing. I'm just not. I just want to, like, when it comes to what people do to their faces, like, I don't. But it disgusts me. Okay, but the reason why I want to attack these people is for something else, because they're defending the regime. But the hypocrisy of the Islamic Republic is that they're now kicking out the main hardcore religious durka people out, and they're letting these people in. And these are the types of people that the Islamic Republic used to complain the most about. And now they're letting them in the most religious spaces to support the regime. And I think this is marketing for them. But honestly, this is like reverse marketing. Like, nobody likes this. I mean, nobody likes to see this. Let me just play it for you guys. Oh my god.
What is it?
What is that? I don't know what is that. What is that?
That looks like the, oh my gosh, it looks like Chucky.
What is that? So
guys
like
this is not AI. This is real. This is real. These are the Islamic regime supporters right now that are like going Ali, like the Shia Islamic cult, right? But then they accuse Iranian women outside of occupied Iran of being like Botox, facial surgery, whatever, right? But yes, not Chucky, like the clown from Saw or whatever.
I don't know what that is. But guys, no, this is not a mask. This is like, she did surgery to get this done. She got her eyebrows like this, tattooed like that. She got her cheeks like that. She paid money for this to make herself look like this. And they also have femboys. So look at this. They also have this, like they also have femboys in their pro-Hussein religious stuff. These people used to get the death sentence. And these women used to get like arrested and be thrown in the back of a van before for being hijabless. But not only they're not getting arrested right now, they're being brought to religious pro-Hussein ceremonies. Look, you see that banner up there? That says Hussein. It's happening. That right there says Hussein. Okay, right under the banner of Hussein. They're bringing this right now. What is? Oh my god!
It's wild. It's crazy. I have another image for you. Look at this. Let me share my screen. Okay. It's just a quick image, and we'll continue with the video. But okay. I still haven't found the meme. I have to go find the meme. I never bothered saving it. Right. Like, look. This is Qasem Soleimani's niece.
Wow.
So, you know Qasem Soleimani, the second hand, right, of Khamenei, right, that President Trump exterminated 6 years ago? This is his niece. Like, just look at her face. Look at her lips, right? It's wild. These people are crazy. But then they gaslight. They turn around. And then, like, Armin, the amount of times that, like, I've been accused of, like, I don't know, putting Botox in my lips or something, which I literally have never done once in my life. Like, it's wild. The accusations that Iranian women outside of occupied Iran get by all of these pro-Islamic regime supporters, right? Whether they're from, inside of occupied Iran or, like, I get a lot of attack, like, not just me, but all Iranian women. We get so many attacks from like, Pakistani bots and Bangladeshis and like, all these like third world country bot farms where they're like, oh, you just want Iran to be free so that, you can have an OnlyFans account or something. Like, it's the craziest thing how they attack Iranian women who are speaking out for freedom, and they accuse us of, all this, crazy stuff. Meanwhile, the Islamic regime is literally bringing out these, these sorts of people to, I don't even know why. Like, what is this?
This is the new face of Islam.
Oh no! I was not expecting that. Oh my god! Honestly, maybe this is why. I don't know. Like, President Trump saw this face and was like, "I'm out." Like, nope. Right? Like, oh, Armin, this is the secret weapon that Rizai was talking about. Like, when the Islamic regime was like, oh, we have a secret weapon that we haven't launched yet. Guys, this is the secret weapon that the Islamic regime has been planning on using.
You know what? I have to give it to him. I wanna move away from all of this when I see that. So I thought he was exaggerating, but he wasn't. Oh my god. What is this? Unbelievable. Is it a demand for this? Like, I don't get it. And like and Goldie, what do we think about having femboys in Ashura ceremonies for Hussein? Like,
listen, I mean, I'm more offended by the fact that his foundation doesn't match his skin tone, right? Like, his foundation is too yellow. Like, God, dude, pick a better foundation, right? Like, I'm more offended by the fact that his foundation doesn't match the skin tone.
Okay.
I personally, I have like no issues with people's sexual orientation. But the hypocrisy here is that homosexuality is banned inside of occupied Iran, and many Iranians who are homosexual, whether they're gay or bi or lesbian, they've actually had to escape because if they're found out, that's a crime punishable by death, and so many Iranians have been hanged for the crime of homosexuality. So it's like the hypocrisy here right now of the Islamic regime showing this. And guys, this is only like a temporary thing. This is only a temporary thing, right? Like, this guy, the reason I think they're showing this is because they want to portray this image of, oh yeah, we're moderate, we're modernized, or whatever. We allow all people, right, to exist within the Islamic regime. But behind closed doors, when the cameras aren't focused on the Islamic regime, that's when all the executions happen. So, I mean, this guy is, I don't know, like, what's going on here. But, I mean, he obviously must have some very, very high up connections. Like, he must be the child of like a top regime person or something, because the only reason he's coming out in this way is because he knows he's protected. But that's just him, right? Like, this is not reflective of the actual homosexual community within occupied Iran, which are severely persecuted.
I think that it's possible that he's not connected. I think that he's being like he has been in the bedroom of many IRGC commanders. Like, I think like they just all of them are probably constantly are sexually used, including this guy, by IRGC commanders. That's why they're allowed here. Also, like, the reason why, I mean, obviously, yeah, sexual orientation, I'm not going to judge him for that, but he must know that thousands of gay men and women have been executed, slowly killed in Iran. And like, the hypocrisy is crazy. Like, he's here supporting a regime that has executed thousands of people just for being gay.
Yeah.
Just disgusting. Did you have something you wanted to? Oh no. Okay, so you didn't.
I can't find the actual meme. If I ever come across it again, I'll share it. But
okay, yeah, save it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to play this because Nabavian was on TV and they had to cut him off. Okay, wait. Let's see. So, guys, Nabavian, is the mullah who is very, very anti the deal, very anti negotiations, very anti MOU. He's part of the Paidari camp. So let's see. He's a member of the parliament, and let's see what he had to say. So he's basically reading the statement from the supreme leader, and he's basically having an "I told you so" moment, because he was so much against the MOU, and he was laying like, guys, this goes against what our supreme leader wants. And now that the supreme leader came out and gave a letter, he said like, yeah, I wasn't okay with the MOU, but I gave in to Pezeshkian. He's now reading it and we're like, he's going over every point and saying like, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so, I told you this MOU is bad.
اگر آمریکایی‌ها بخواد فشار از گلویش برداشته شود، باید پیش شرط‌هایی رو به اجرا بگذارد که در صدرش پرداخت غرامت‌ها و بدهی‌هاست و این چیزا هیچ.
So he said, for example, reading the parts that if America wants this, they have to give us this money, they have to give us that. So the Americans have to submit to some conditions. That the most important one is for them to give us money for all the damages that they've caused.
این چیزا هیچی نیومده توی تفاهمنامه. حالا میرسیم تفاهمنامه.
And it's like he's saying the MOU that has been signed, none of the conditions of the supreme leader has been brought up in the MOU.
آقا فرمود اهمیت تنگه هرمز. ملت از ایران.
So he's saying our supreme leader is also talking about the importance of the Strait of Hormuz.
دقت کنن. آقا فرمود و انحصار مدیریت آن به دست ایران.
So he's saying pay attention. Look at the way he's looking at the news anchor. He like, pay attention. Our supreme leader said that the Strait of Hormuz has to be completely under the control of the Islamic Republic.
یعنی حتی با عمان هم نه.
So he's saying not even Oman should have control over it. Only the Islamic Republic. He's saying this is based on what the supreme leader said. He's basically telling everybody how bad the MOU is.
کشور دیگه که پیشکش هستن.
Like, and forget about any other country. Not even Oman should have control over the Strait of Hormuz. Only us.
آقا فرمود این کار انجام بشه. تو تنگ
like our supreme leader said this is what has to happen.
هرمز ببینید آقا چه چیزایی فرمودن.
Like, let's see what else the supreme leader has said.
لزوم دانستن ارزش تنگه هرمز. بعد میرسیم ببینیم چی.
Like, we have to understand how important the Strait of Hormuz is, and then let's go further.
چرا آقا مخالفه؟ اصلا بحث سیاسی نیست.
Like, we have to ask ourselves, why is the supreme leader, why is our Lord against it, the MOU?
مهم منافع ملته.
Like, this is not political. This is about the interests of the nation.
انحصار مدیریت ایران به ایران، اعمال حاکمیت جمهوری اسلامی ایران به عنوان دستاورد مهم، تنگه هرمز باید فلان بشه. تا اینجا آقا میفرماد که عبور شناورای غیر متخاصم، یعنی رژیم صهیونیستی حداقلش نباید عبور کنه.
So you're saying our Lord is saying that only the ships that could pass are all there should be ships that do not belong to our enemies. So for example, no Zionist, nothing that is basically connected to the Zionist regime should be passing the Strait of Hormuz.
توی متن الان داریم مجوز دادیم که عبور بکنن.
However, in the MOU, we have the MOU that was signed, we are allowing them to pass.
مشروط به حق عوارض عدم جواز
we should be able to collect tolls.
عبور شناورای دشمن.
So even the ones that are friendly, we should be able to collect tolls from them.
به حق عوارض عدم جواز عبور شناورای دشمن از تنگه هرمز، عدم جواز عبور شناورای.
So no permission to ships that belong to our enemy, and everybody else should give tolls.
در صورت تکرار توقیفش باید بشن.
And if they don't follow our rules, we should take their ships.
اختصاص عوارض اخذ شده به عهد مردم.
And the tolls will go to
عوارض از تنگه هرمز بدون پیچیدگی اداری، یعنی حتی نیاز به مصوبه مجلس هم نداره، باید این کار انجام بشه.
So he's saying that the toll collection from the Strait of Hormuz should not even require the approval from our parliament, from the Majlis. It should just directly happen.
کشتی‌ها رو هم تقسیم کردن. بعضی اصلا باید جلوش گرفته شود، آقا فرمود. بعضیا میتونن رد شن با پرداخت عوارض، بعضیا میتونن رد شن بدون پرداخت. مثلا فرض کن.
So he's saying our Lord, the Supreme Leader, has categorized the ships. Some ships cannot pass at all. some ships can pass if they pay the toll, and some ships can pass without paying a toll.
مثال میزنم مثلا مال عراق دوست
Like for example, I'll give you an example, like a ship from Iraq,
ما بعد فرمود
which a ship from Iraq, which is our friend.
مثلا مال عراق دوستان ما بعد فرمودن مشروط بودن
So for example, a ship from Iraq can pass without paying the toll.
عبور کشتی‌های آمریکایی به اعطای غرامت جنگ.
Oh, so American ships, so Zionist ships cannot pass at all, but American ships can pass if they pay us for all the damages that they caused us during the war.
بعد فرمودن مشروط بودن عبور کشتی‌های آمریکایی به اعطای غرامت جنگ. بعد این چیز علنی خودش در پیامی که در 21/12 مطرح کرده.
Okay, so look at this. The TV anchor is like, okay, that's enough. Like, okay, thank you.
در 21/12 مطرح کرده. و همینطور مواردی دیگه.
بسیار خوب، خیلی متشکرم جناب آقای نوابیان. همراه ما باشید بینندگان عزیز. یک
So basically he was going out and he cut him off and he's like, let's move on.
که فاصله کوتاه رسانه‌ای داشته باشیم، بعد از اون با ادامه برنامه با شما خواهم بود.
Anyway, so they cut him off, and basically the supreme leader basically came out and gave out all of his points, and you can see that people are like creating infographics of the message of the supreme leader regarding the. So he had an original statement, but then he went to a lot more detail, and people are like their pro supreme leader messages are coming out there, and they're very, very anti Pezeshkian and the very anti-MOU. You know, people who are pro the Islamic Republic and anti-deal within Iran, they should be asking himself, like, okay, why are you saying all of this now? Like, why weren't you speaking against the MOU before it was signed? And now that it's signed, you're coming out and speaking against it and saying, like, I don't like it. These are the conditions. This is why I agreed to it. So it's obvious that he wanted the MOU to be signed and then not take any responsibility for it. That's the reason why there was no statements until the MOU came out. But guys, let me just show you, like, the most important part is just this. This is an 18-point regarding the message of the Supreme Leader. And the first part of it focuses on the fact that the Supreme Leader is making his decision on Mardom Saleri, which means that it's based on the will of the people. Like, he's giving into the will of the people. This will of the people just means like he's accepting Pezeshkian's. You know, Pezeshkian wasn't pushing, the main person pushing for MOU. Pezeshkian is nobody within the Islamic Republic. But this whole Mardom Saleri, which means like pro the will of the people, it demonstrates that the narrative that I, told you guys 2 months ago, that they're going to go, once they blame everything on Pezeshkian, this is the exact excuse that they're going to use, that we're going to give into the will of the people. And you can see it's the point number 1. Not only I was corrected about what narrative they're going to use, it is actually ahead of everything else. And actually, if you keep reading it, there's multiple points that keeps going back to how this is the will of the people and the Supreme Leader is giving into the will of the people. So it's very interesting how I actually, guys, I think like nobody else predicted this language. So you guys know that we know what we're talking about when you come to this. I mean, people predicted that Pezeshkian would be sacrificed for this. But honestly, this exact language that they would use when they sacrificed Pezeshkian and using him as a scapegoat, I'm actually pretty impressed with how accurate that ended up being. So like, wow, I really know the Supreme Leader. I know how to be a Supreme Leader. In fact, on the Persian channel, I gave some advice to pro-regime people. Like, guys, here, take some, now that you know how good I am at what the Supreme Leader propaganda should look like, let me give you some pointers. And I gave them some other, I gave them a list of propaganda that they could use to sell this new position of the Supreme Leader. And the live chat in the Persian live stream, they were laughing. They were like, oh my God, Armin is more Durka than these Durka people. Because it was pretty convincing. Like, it was pretty good. But here's another thing. Let me tell you, here's an interesting thing. So if we forget the 18 points of the Supreme Leader, if you go down here to what is our duty, okay? So these are all the defense. All these 18 points is the defense of the position of the supreme leader. But at the bottom, you have six responsibilities of the so-called Iranian people, which they mean the pro-regime people, right? But I'm not going to read all of them. Oh my God! Actually, I might read number 5. Let me see which ones are good to read. Okay, let's actually read all of them. Do you guys want to read all 6 of them? So this is what you are as a pro-regime person. These are the 6 things that you should do in response to the MOU, the negotiations, and everything else that is happening. The fact that the president is retarded and giving and has signed this MOU, and the democratic values of the supreme leader, accepting the will of the people, even though he knew that this is a bad MOU. What is, given that where we are right now, given that the condition, the conflict with Americans and the current negotiations, what should be, as a pro-regime person, what should you be doing, right? It's very telling that number 1 is 4 things, okay? 4 things. So here, this is number 1. Let me actually remove the chat. This one here is number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. What do you think number 1 is? Number 1 is comprised of 4 different things that you should do. Okay. So Ittihad. So 1 is unity, 2 unity, 3 unity, and 4 bahane nadadan be dushman baraye ijad ikhtilaf. Don't give excuses to the enemy to cause division among us. So remember how I told you guys that the greatest weakness of the regime is division? Well, look at this. They're telling the pro-regime Iranians that their number 1 first responsibility is to keep unity. Because this is what they feared. Guys, look at this. We are showing you this here because what they are trying to do also demonstrates their greatest weakness. Why is it that the first responsibility that pro-regime people have right now is unity? Because division among them is their greatest weakness. You can see this is why we know what we're talking about. If their highest priority is to keep unity, is because their greatest weakness is their internal infighting and division. So number 1, unity, and not giving excuses to the enemy, talking about us, right? We are the enemy, to cause division among them. That's what they're asking as the first responsibility of pro-regime people. Guys, is this educational? Let me know if this is like getting into detail or if this is educational for what's happening within the Islamic Republic. So that's the first responsibility. The second responsibility is مطالبه خطوط قرمز رهبر معظم انقلاب. Okay, حفظة الله تعالی از مسئولان. Okay, so the second responsibility of pro-regime people is to pressure the officials to make sure they abide by the red lines of the supreme leader. So they're saying that you, the people, pro-regime people, you need to go put pressure on the Islamic Republic to make sure that they do not violate the red lines of the supreme leader. So this is the supreme leader taking a position against the rest of the Islamic Republic. So he's telling the people that, hey, guys, the rest of the Islamic Republic might not abide by my red lines. You, the people, need to put pressure on the rest of the Islamic Republic to make sure that they abide by my red lines. So that's 2. So he's trying to make sure that the pro-regime people are coming back to the supreme leader's position rather than some other people, which is kind of contradictory to the first point. Wait a second. Okay, so first, wait, guys, I just noticed this. The first point is unity. The second point is don't let those Tuckers, okay, go violate my conditions. Wait, don't. Hey guys, the rest of the Islamic Republic doesn't understand what we're doing here. Fight them. Okay, wait. I think point number 2 violates point number 1. I mean, if you need to put pressure on the officials to make them abide by the red lines of the supreme leader, you don't look very united. Right? I just noticed that, right? Okay. Wow, so much unity, guys. So much unity. Wow. Okay. And then number 3, تقویت تاباوری ملی، I almost said many, ملی برای آمادگی جنگ احتمالی. Okay, so wow. So you need to increase the strength of the national strength of for the people to be resilient for a potential upcoming war. So basically tell people to just get over, if they have to just be strong, and boom booms might be coming, and it is what it is, and just accept it. Be resilient, okay? But if bombs start dropping, like, we need to be prepared, because the enemy might actually attack us again with military operations, right? So that's number 3. And number 4 says نشان دادن غیرت دینی در خونخواهی امام شهید و شهدای عزیز ایران و جبهه مقاومت. So he's saying you need to show, number 4, the number 4 responsibility that you have is to show your religious honor when it comes to being bloodthirsty. Be bloodthirsty, show your religious honor by being bloodthirsty for our martyred Imam, for the Ali Khamenei's martyrdom, and all the other martyrs in the axis of resistance. So they killed Ali Khamenei, and they killed so many people within the axis of resistance, and you should be bloodthirsty because of it. And that's how you show your religious honor, right? So you should be demanding blood. And then number 5 is آمادگی برای جهاد و شهادت. So the number 5 responsibility that you have is to be prepared for jihad and martyrdom. So basically number 5 is get ready to die. Everybody, be ready to die. If it needs be, you need to die, right? So be ready to do jihad and die, martyrdom. Number 6 responsibility by the pro-regime people is, okay, this one is big one, it's long. برای همگمان it's small. برای همگمان به ویژه خاص و مسئولان و اهالی رسانه. Oh, so this is mostly for the officials and the media. فهم منطق محاسبات ولی معظم فقیه در از فاصله داشتن با افق فکریشون. Okay, so basically the officials and media personalities need to understand the logic of the supreme leader and his decisions. So basically number 6 is, okay, let me translate the translation. I think number 6 is asking you to just get with it and don't criticize the supreme leader. So number 6 is asking the officials and media personality to understand the logic of the supreme leader. To me, this is a threat. I think this is a threat. It's like, basically, if you don't get it, that's on you. The supreme leader doesn't make a mistake. Either understand the logic or shut the F up. I think that's what 6 means. Right? Also, Fleshy Interloper sent me an interesting graph which shows that the Strait of Hormuz is only 25% open. So if this is 100% pre-conflict traffic, 100% so this is the daily ship transit through the Strait of Hormuz. on June 2026. So pre-conflict traffic was at 120 ships crossing, number of commercial ships crossing, and now we're at 2625. Okay, so it's less than 25%. It's like 20%. So yeah, it's less than 25% right now. So the Strait of Hormuz is not open, and I think they're closing it even more. So just know that if you right now, if they say the Strait of Hormuz is open, if anybody claims the Strait of Hormuz is open, it's not open. This is when they. So we had June 14th, June 15th. So at June 14th, it was 5. At June 16th was 2. June 17th, when the MOU was signed, it get to 18. They got then the day after to 26, and then went down to 25. So we're not even close to pre-conflict numbers. Just need to know that. Keep that in mind. Let me see how much time we have. Okay, let's go to here. Another news from inside Iran. Let me see what else I have here. Okay. So this is the spokesperson of Wizarati Keshvar, of the Wizarati Keshvar is like the internal secretary. I think that's what the English translation would be. So the secretary of the country, this person is the spokesperson of that. So he's saying that, let me actually play it. It's only 52 seconds.
در تفاهم نامه‌ای که بین معاونت عمرانی و توسعه امور شهری و روستایی وزارت کشور، رئیس سازمان شهرداری و دهیاری ها با بیمه ایران منعقد شده، همه شرکت کنندگان در آیین‌های تشریع و تدفین رهبر کبیر و فقید انقلاب اسلامی در شهرهای تهران، مشهد مقدس و قم تحت پوشش بیمه رایگان قرار می‌گیرند. علاوه بر اون همه جاماندگان از مراسم اربعین که در مسیر در واقع حرم مطهر حضرت عبدالعظیم حسنی علیه السلام باز قرار میگیرند در زمان اربعین، اینا هم شامل بیمه رایگانن. اینا مقدامیه که
So he's basically saying the people who come into the streets, they're giving them free insurance. Guys, remember when we were saying that these people keep getting money and food and cooking oil and rice for coming out into the streets? They used to try to hide it, right? But it's now so obvious, and people are reporting it on so much that they're now actually reporting it on TV. Which TV? Which TV channel they're reporting it on? Look at this. All of them. Let me see how many TV channels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, look at that, guys. You know what that is? I know that. That's Press TV. That's Press TV right there. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, guys, look at that. You know what that one is? That red one over here? That's Tasneem. That's the IRGC affiliated media right there.
I find it so weird, Armin. They have like this weird fetish with like all these microphones as if like that makes them more important or something. Whereas like everywhere else, it's like, you know, technology. There's one sound source and then all the various media outlets use that one microphone. But it's so weird. Like I've seen, I think I saw this one image with like Goldie and it had like 30 or 40 microphones in front of him. Just like the weirdest thing. I don't know if it's like this is supposed to be some sort of like daram poz midan, right? It's almost like they're saying like, look how important we are. All these different media outlets have microphones here. It's literally the weirdest thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like it makes them feel important. That's exactly what it is. Like I mean, look at this. The most important person on the planet, when he speaks, let me show you right now. The most powerful here. Look, it's just one microphone. Okay, so I don't know what the point of all of this is. Yeah.
One microphone that's connected to like every single media stream that, you know, needs it, right?
Exactly.
So bizarre.
Wait, where were we? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I counted 18. Did I miss anyone? So 18 microphones, 18 channels, which, so now they're not hiding it anymore. They're like, yeah, you get some free stuff. Let me actually see here. Now you're getting free insurance, which again, we were making fun of this on the Persian channel. We were wondering, like, why do they need free insurance? Is something going to happen to them? Like, let me actually read this. Ali Zin. Okay, let me read the Persian. Zinivan. Ali Zinivan. Ali Zinivan, spokesperson for the Ministry of Interior of the Islamic Republic, announced at a press conference that all individuals who participate in the funeral procession and burial ceremonies of Ali Khamenei's body in Tehran, Mashhad, and Qom will be covered by free insurance. Okay, are they gonna die? Like life insurance? Like, why do they need free insurance? Are you gonna, like, I don't know, are you gonna bomb them? Like, are they gonna, is this a way to say, like, hey guys, don't worry if you come to, because maybe some pro-regime people are gonna be like, guys, what if the Americans and the Zionists bomb the funeral? So I think they might be saying, like, guys, if the Americans and the Zionists come and bomb the funeral, it's a win-win, because first of all, you're going to become a martyr, and also we gave you free insurance, and your family is going to get rich. I don't know why they're getting free insurance, but okay. So he further added that all individuals who missed the Arbain ceremonies and will be present on the route to the shrine of Hazrat, okay, my God, Hazrat Abdul Azim. Let me read the Persian. Hazrat Abdul Azim Hassani, okay, will also be eligible for free insurance. Previously, okay, so basically they get free insurance. They're getting bribed with free insurance, which makes it more scary. Now, like, more people are like, yeah, something gonna, are you gonna kill them yourself and say it was the Americans and the Israelis? Is that what's happening? I don't know. Why are they getting free insurance? So there's that. Let's go back to the Strait of Hormuz. And guys, we got, thank you for all the super chats. The Q&A is going to start in 10 minutes. So, but let me get to some other updates before we go through that. So the Strait of Hormuz shouldn't, so who's saying this? This is the IRGC. This is Tasneem. Oh, we were just talking about Tasneem. We saw their microphone. So this is Tasneem, the IRGC affiliated news is saying this, okay? So they're saying the Strait of Hormuz should not be reopened until several conditions under the Iran-US MOU are met. Among them, the release of at least $12 billion in Iranian assets, the implementation of oil sanctions waivers, and Israel's withdrawal from Lebanon. Okay. The IRGC affiliated Tasneem News said on Saturday. Sure. You want a massage with that? You want some, I don't know, what the hell is this? You want us to cook your meal? Like, what the? So they're saying that we shouldn't open the Strait of Hormuz until we get $12 billion plus sanction waivers. I mean, can US even do that without Congress right now? Which sanctions? The UN sanctions or the US sanctions? The US sanctions needs Congress's approval, and the UN sanctions needs, like, the Security Council's approval. So I don't know how any of this is happening, and that's going to take a long time. And they also want Israel's removal from Lebanon before they open the Strait of Hormuz. Okay, sure, guys. You see how far away from a deal we are? Like, you see how far away we are still? And one helicopter, exactly. Let me continue. It said reopening the strait only in return for the lifting of the U.S. naval blockade would be a strategic mistake and a violation of the Iran-U.S. Memorandum of Understanding. Okay, well, then the U.S. blockade should still be there. Guys, this is why the U.S. blockade should not have been removed. There's so many ships of the Islamic Republic who have already now passed the U.S. blockade, and they're heading right to China, And by the way, guys, there's so many ships now coming from China to U.S. ports, and they are, I don't know what's in them. I don't know that I know what's in them, but but if I had to guess, I don't know, the chemical stuff that you need for rocket fuel and missile components, probably a lot of that is making it so the U.S. blockade is lifted. The U.S. blockade is lifted, but the Strait of Hormuz is not open. Well, I showed you the numbers. Look, the blockade is lifted, but the Strait of Hormuz is still closed. And these people are saying, yeah, we're going to have to keep it closed until we get all of this. So the blockade, like, I might say, like, okay, we'll put the blockade back on, but it's kind of too late because most of the ships with the tankers have already left. So that cannot be undone. But still, please put the blockade back on. Given that the Strait of Hormuz is not open, please put it back on. Also, it's not just that the Islamic Republic now has a lot of oil revenue because of the blockade is lifted. Not only that, so many ships are coming from China to Iran, probably with the equipment needed to build the missiles that is going to kill Americans and Israelis and everyone else. So this is not good. Not good at all. So let's continue. It said that reopening the strait only in return of the outlet said the strait should remain closed until all commitments under the MOU are fully implemented, including Israel's withdrawal from Lebanon. Yeah, Israel did not sign anything, thankfully so. Israel does not have any agreement with you, and Israel should keep pounding Hezbollah. And for every one of those 4 Israeli soldiers that died, 400 of Hezbollah's fighters should be killed. 400 per each soldier. If you have even that many left. Yeah. So this is that. Let's go to this update. Let me see. This is kind of strange. So the Swiss Foreign Ministry announced in a statement on Saturday, June 20th, that the country continues to provide a confidential and reliable space in, I don't know how to pronounce this, to facilitate the talks on implementing the Memorandum of Understanding between the United States and the Islamic Republic. The ministry added in this statement that due to the confidentiality of the negotiations, no further details about the participants or the content of the talks will be released. So, guys, we've been told that the talks have been canceled, but this person is telling us that we're having secret meetings anyways behind the scenes. So we're like, guys, everything is on hold. The MOU is over because they didn't meet with each other. But this guy is saying, like, actually, we are talking secretly, though. So I don't know why he's saying that, because it's not very confidential anymore. Like, now we know. But thank you for exposing that people are talking behind the scenes, which is horrible, by the way, because I know the Islamic Republic is already violating so much of what's supposed to be what is in the MOU. And we're like, the US has removed the blockade, and nothing the Islamic Republic does, it seems to be considered a violation of the MOU. And it seemed like everybody is still insisting on just talking to these people, right? So look at this now. So you know, I already showed you the charts that the Strait of Hormuz is not open, and now you're going to see why. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy issued an audio warning to all vessels, urging them to stay away from the Strait of Hormuz or face security risks, after Iran announced it had closed the waterway in response to what it described as a violation of the Lebanon ceasefire. So, you know, thank you, Israel. Thank you, Israel, for not letting this, you know, for helping us avoid making any progress. So, yeah, keep attacking Hezbollah. I don't know, but look at this. This is what the IRGC This is what the IRGC is doing. This is the audio message. So IRGC says Hormuz closed again, warns all vessels to stay clear. Let's listen to this.
Attention all ships, attention all ships, attention all ships. This is the Navy, Iran Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy. Due to the crimes of the Lebanon and the violation of the U.S. commitments regarding the ceasefire, the Strait of Hormuz is closed to all vessels again. It is emphasized that the Strait of Hormuz is closed. All vessels are ordered to not approach the Strait.
Okay, so I don't understand why you need to tell the captains of the commercial ships that this is because of a violation. Wait, let me actually go through it.
Attention all ships, attention all.
So attention all, please.
Attention all ships. This is Sepah Navy, Iran.
So this is Sepah Navy. Sepah means IRGC. Sepah is Persian for IRGC.
Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy.
So yeah, IRGC Navy.
Due to the crimes of the
Due to the crimes?
Lebanon.
What?
Due to the crimes of the Lebanon and the.
Okay, due to the crimes of something, I think he wanted to say Israel or Zionist regime, due to crimes in Lebanon. Okay, due to crimes in Lebanon and the violation.
And the violation of the U.S. commitments.
U.S. commitments. Yeah, if I'm a captain of a commercial ship, like, why would I need to know why the Strait of Hormuz is closed? Why do I care about what's happening? I don't know, in Lebanon.
Regarding the ceasefire, the Strait of Hormuz is closed to all vessels again. It is emphasized that the Strait of Hormuz is closed. All vessels are ordered to not approach the Strait.
Okay, so there's that. And yeah, this is why we are over here instead of over here. Let me actually check what Brent is at right now. It's the weekend, so we're not gonna. It's the weekend, so we're not gonna see the effect of this closing. So, guys, once the markets open again on Monday, we're gonna see if oil prices are gonna increase as a result of this. So we were here right before the markets close, so we're not going to see an immediate impact on this yet. We'll see if it's, so we're under 80. Okay, so probably it's going to go up again. Just, I don't know how much though. We'll see about that. Okay, so yeah, actually I finished at the perfect timing because we are exactly at the time where we do our Q&A. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. So thank you guys. Let's go through your comments. Omid just gifted one membership to somebody on Goldie Ghamari.
So a lot of people are gifting me memberships because my channel right now is demonetized. So people aren't able to send super chats. So yeah, that's why you're going to see a lot of people sending memberships to support me. So thank you, everyone. Appreciate the patience. Hopefully it'll be fixed in a few days. But yeah.
Why?
I don't know, some sort of issue, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. So hopefully it'll be resolved in a few days.
Okay.
Yeah. But
let me know if I can help.
No, that's okay. No worries. If people want to support, they can go to, buy me a coffee. But yeah, no super chats on my end today. But I do want to appreciate everyone who's gifting memberships, including Omid and many others as well. So thank you for your support. Appreciate that.
Thank you, guys. Okay. I'm gonna read all of them. And thank you guys for supporting Goldie. Yeah. Appreciate you guys.
I mean, I think it's just temporary. Let's see. Hopefully it'll be resolved by Monday or Tuesday. But I figured I'm gonna use the time anyway to take a break and focus on some other things. Tomorrow is Father's Day, so I actually won't be able to be here for Iran Revolution Live anyway because it's Father's Day. But so I'm basically using the weekend as like a forced 2-day vacation-ish to not really a vacation, but just focusing on some other things with my channel. No, it wasn't copyright strikes. It was nothing like that. it's like some sort of technical issue or glitch. So I'm just trying to figure it out. Like it's something that should have been instantaneous, but for some reason it wasn't instantaneous. So all good, all good. Not a copyright strike or anything. But yeah, so I'll no live streaming for me after today until Monday.
Okay. Not Iran Revolution Live either.
I won't be around. So
Okay.
I mean, if you want to do it on your own, you can. But like, I mean, what we could probably do is maybe we could do Iran Revolution Live earlier tomorrow. That could be helpful. Like if we do it at instead of doing it at 1, if we could do it at 11 a.m. and then that way it's done by 1 o'clock, and then that'll.
We could talk on WhatsApp about that. We could
Sure.
decide that.
Because if it would be helpful if we did it earlier, then I can definitely join before I go for lunch.
Okay. Or you could, I mean, if you want to take a day off, I could like hold the fort for you. But we'll discuss that on
Sounds good.
On WhatsApp. Okay. Because you do need the rest as well. So
well, so
anytime,
do you. So do you. But
yeah. Thank you.
All good though.
Okay. All right. So thank you, Amit, for gifting a membership. Guys, I do encourage you to give memberships to Goldie's channel, given that, you know, her channel is demonetized. So please do that. Thank you. And then we have Amir gifting a membership. Thank you so much for your support to Goldie's channel. And another membership gift from Amir to Goldie's channel. Amir always comes with the gifts. Thank you so much. And then Melcat Woman gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Melcat Woman, for supporting us. And then we have Ali with celebrating 2 months of membership, saying Payande Iran, Javid Shah. Javid Shah, back at you. And also Ali gifting a membership to somebody in Goldie's chat. Thank you so much. And then we have a veteran Huffman again with a celebrating 2 months of membership. Thank you so much. Saying Javid Shah, back at you. Kian just became a member. Thank you so much, Kian, for being a member. And then we got a super chat. First super chat of the day from Fleshy Interloper. Guys, Fleshy Interloper was responsible for finding me that graph. Thank you so much, Fleshy. Fleshy is monitoring tankers like a hawk. Like he's on a daily basis. He's looking at the tanker numbers. He's crunching the numbers. He's analyzing them. So he's great. He posts his findings on our discussion group. So if you are in the discussion group, you're going to see his analysis over there. Thank you, Fleshy Interloper. You have some really good insights. You know, I've noticed like your comments. You know your stuff. You know what's happening. Pretty good. And then we have Noah, the Persian American. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. Saying, did you see on Iran International that the IRGC is reporting that the strait is closed again? Oh yeah, I just played that. So this super chat came before then, demanding $12 billion and Israel to leave Lebanon. Yep, so, you know, I hope you don't think your super chat was wasted now that I showed that. Sorry if you think it went well. If you want to contact me if you want a refund, okay? I showed that. You have my contact. I know you know how. Tell me if you need a refund for the super chat. Yes, I showed that. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you for telling us. And then we got Nail Bunny. Nail Bunny, thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. 5 months, saying, aren't these Botox women and femboy as supporters just proof the Islamic Revolution failed? I thought ending hypocrisy was the whole point. Okay, you want me to give you the rationalization and the propaganda? This is what I would do if I was a Shia boy and I was writing the propaganda for them. Guys, I have been told on the Persian channel that I can defend the Islamic Republic better than their own propagandists. You know, I come up with the best, stupid Shia narrative, gymnastic arguments. And so many people are saying, Armin, stop saying these things. You're giving them ideas. Okay. like no, okay, but the thing is, I tell them on the Persian channel that don't worry, guys, because when I say it, if I say it before they say it, once they say it, then we can make fun of them because they're so predictable, right? But this is what I would say. There's two different ways to defend this. First, I would say the most important thing in Islam is not abiding by Islamic rules, is having Islamic governance. So everything and anything that strengthens Islamic governance is permissible. It's called Ojabe Wajibat, which means the highest of all priorities. Khomeini famously said that even if you have to kill the Mehdi, his argument would come to the conclusion that even if you have to kill the Mehdi to maintain Islamic governance, it's okay to kill the Mehdi. Like, you could do anything. You could do anything if it leads to the survival of the Islamic regime, including having femboys and these women without hijab. In fact, Islamically, it's mandatory for you to take off your hijab, be fully naked if you have to, drink alcohol, eat pork, whatever you need to do. If that's the necessary thing to do to help the Islamic governance survive, then go ahead and do all of that. So that's one narrative you could do. Another narrative that would be more acceptable on the ground for, Shia-minded people. So that's the narrative that you would give to the activists, the people who are just looking for the most strategic ways to help the Islamic Republic. But the narrative that you would give to the ordinary Shia people on the ground is, guys, the tent of Islam is wide and the door to the tent is open, meaning that these people have lost their way, but we shouldn't be of course, these are people of sin, but what should we do? Should we close our door to them? How else would they find the path to Islam? If a woman is not wearing the hijab, if a man is living a sinful life, being gay, how are we going to save them? Are we going to close our hearts and our doors to them? If they are, even if they're sinning, even if they're living a life of sin, if they're here, that means that deep down in their heart, they're still for Hussein. They might be sinning, they might be living a silent life of sin, but their heart still beats for Hussein. And that is something that we could work with. We have to be kind to the people who are sinning, and we have to welcome them in so that we could show them the way. There you go. There you go. And scene. Oscar, please. There you go. See? All right, there we go. Okay. Let's go to the next super chat by Jagetaik, thinking new face of Islam accurate to its true nature. Exactly. That's pretty good. Yes. Islam is about deception. So you need to be able to put on different masks at different times. Remember, Allah is the greatest. This is an actual Quranic verse. Allah is the greatest of all deceivers. Somebody in the chat saying Armin is the champion of Islam. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. No, what are you doing?
Abort mission.
Abort mission. We're in too deep. Guys, you have to, if you pull me back out, okay? You pull me back out. Okay. All right. Okay. So Atki, thank you so much for the super chat. It's saying those guys must be special order for Mushtaba. The femboy, maybe, yes. Not the girls. Not the girls. I don't think maybe the femboy. The problem with the femboy for Mushtaba is that he might be too old for Mushtaba for his taste. That is the problem. And then thank you, Atki, for the super chat. Omid just gifted a membership in Goldie's chat for somebody is now a member. Thank you so much, Omid. And then Fleshy Interloper saying, where are fabled reasonable people? I don't know. Yeah, you tell me. I mean, they are reasonable. They are reasonable only in the sense that they are, some of them are better at spreading terrorism and radicalism and Islamism, or I mean pan-Islamic Shia imperialism. So to be fair, some of them are more reasonable, and they are the worst ones. So I don't disagree that some of these people are more reasonable, but the reasonable ones are the problem, because they're only reasonable in the sense that they are more advanced in spreading their death cult. Our friends within the Islamic Republic are the retarded ones, the ones who are so durka that they're turning against the regime. So the reasonable ones, the so-called reasonable ones, are the dangerous ones. The retarded pro-regime people are the ones who are in our, we need to be so-called quote-unquote supporting, like hoping for them to, because they're the ones who cause the division. They're the ones who turn against the regime and even against the supreme leader. So if people are like, oh, we can deal with them because they're reasonable. Yeah, the reasonable ones are the problem. Reasonable doesn't mean good, because if evil people are reasonable, that makes them more dangerous. And thank you, Fleshy Interloper, for the super chat. And then the Persian American Noah with another super chat. Thank you so much, Noah, always supporting us, saying MOU hold, or with trade close, will war resume? Right now, it seems like United States is very eager on just going forward with the MOU, regardless of what the Islamic Republic does. It is possible that this is only a midterm strategy, and hopefully we're going to go back to very aggressive modes after the midterms. It might be that all of this holding back and dealing with them and negotiating with them and appeasing them, it's only to manage price of oil and the isolationists and the anti-Israelis to manage them for the midterms, and then right after the midterms get more aggressive. This is the most optimistic take. If this is what is needed to try to reduce Democrats' control over Congress come the midterms, I mean, hopefully that's the thing that is happening here. I mean, if that's the thing, then so be it. Do what you need to do to reduce the Democratic Party's influence. But hopefully that is what's happening. And right after midterms, we're going to go like full on, aggression, 100% aggression towards the Islamic Republic. That is the most optimistic take here. I'm not saying that necessarily is what's happening here, but hopefully that's what's happening here. Kotlet mode, yeah. Kotak mode, yes, exactly. We're gonna hopefully we go back to Kotak mode after the midterms. And then Lamborghini with a super chat. Thank you so much, saying evening, Goldie and Armin. Nice hat, Goldie. Goldie, nice hat.
Thank you.
I was gonna comment on that. I forgot.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, very nice. Oh wait, guys, I have a hat. Hold on. Oh, you think Goldie only has nice hats? I have a nice hat. There we go.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah, there we go. Actually. Okay, let me. I could do the rest of the show like this.
You should.
Okay. Does it look good?
I think it looks great.
Okay.
No, you need it lower. It's too high on your head.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. Who's next? See, I got jealous, guys. You Lamborghini, you made me jealous. You started complimenting Goldie. I was like, what the hell? Where's the compliments for me? Okay, so now I defeated Goldie.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just... Okay, that better gets me a compliment then. Okay, see, and this thing over here that competes with Goldie's luscious hair. So my hat, this competes with Goldie's hat, and this competes with Goldie's hair. All right.
Oh, I have a quick Rumble rant. Telcor.
Okay, Rumble.
Telcor on Rumble is saying, "Screw YouTube, watch on Rumble." Yeah, I mean, so I stream on both, but like my Rumble channel is definitely not big enough yet. But like, guys, the issue that I'm having with YouTube, like, it's not a copyright strike or anything like that. It's like some sort of weird technical thing. And yeah, it is like incredibly frustrating because I had like a whole weekend of live streaming and stuff planned. But this technical issue is there now, so I'm waiting for YouTube support to get back to me on that. But yeah, it'll get resolved. But like I said, it's like a forced vacation for me. So there you go. But Tolkort, thank you so much for that. And yeah, shout out to my amazing Rumble crew. You guys are fantastic, and I appreciate all your support on Rumble. It's a small community, but it's a very like tight-knit community. So
every time something like this happens to Goldie, she comes back 10 times stronger so far. So far, this is what has happened, right? I'm sure this time is also the same.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. And okay, so we got Fleshy Interloper with a super chat saying Infinity Infinity Elastic Ceasar. Yes. That's a good one. Yes. It doesn't matter. You can stretch it as much as you want. It will not break. It will not break. That's pretty good. That's clever, actually. Sketch for the super chat. Thank you so much, Sketch, saying opening Hormuz means insurance and all are unsure. Sketch always reminds us about insurance prices, and for good reason. Okay, you could open the Strait of Hormuz, but if things are uncertain, then the insurance costs are going to be so high, and yeah, and the commercial ships are very, very risk averse. Very risk averse. Oh yeah, and Amir was saying no Haaretz. Actually, you know what? We should look. That's a good point. Where is that? Maybe we should take a look. Haaretz. Are you here? Where is this? So microphones. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Haaretz microphone here within the regime, in the Islamic Republic. Good question. And I can't see it. Okay, they're all Haaretz. You know why they're all Haaretz? Because the Haaretz will look at the Islamic Republic propaganda and they will use it. So it's all Haaretz anyways. Okay, so Fleshy Interloper, thank you so much for the super chat saying Kamala or Vance, save me. Eesh. I don't know. Oh, sorry. No, guys. No American politics on Iran official live. Only Iran. Okay. And then next super chat by Kenny. Thank you so much. Just putting 2 months of membership. Thank you so much. Putting the Iran flag, which is not showing here, but it looks beautiful in the original chat. And then we have Shenzi, thank you so much for the super chat saying, how can we be afraid of the IRGC after Armin's amazing reading? Wow, really? Okay, thank you. I never thought that political analysis can be so entertaining. You two are awesome. Well, thank you, Shenzi. Oh my God, thank you. That's so wholesome. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. See, this is why we try to on Iran Revolution Live, we try to make it digestible and entertaining. I know the news could be like depressing sometimes and there's a lot of ups and downs, but we try to make it easier for you guys to follow it. And I appreciate you saying that. That really motivates me. Thank you for saying that. And then we have NARKB with a super chat saying, I love you guys. You're doing a service not only for a free Iran, but for the whole free world. It's much more important than you think. Keep it up. Well, thank you so much for that vote of confidence. That's really motivating to hear. I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you. And then Zipgun with a super chat saying, I was thinking that Trump is seeing Ghalibaf the same way he sees, oh yeah, Rodriguez, I know, yeah, in Venezuela. What do you think? Well, a lot of people are saying that. Hopefully not, because it's very different. Because it's obviously very different. I mean, there's a lot of similarities, but it's also very different. I mean, I don't know much about how true this is about Venezuela, but the Iranian people, first of all, the IRGC is too fundamentally anti-American and anti-Israeli, and with its world domination and expansionism is within its DNA. So that is something different. Like, I don't think Venezuela has global domination in its agenda. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. You tell me. Another thing that is different between Venezuela and Iran is that the Iranian people came out in the millions, to fight for the return of Princess Pahlavi, and they died in the tens of thousands for that cause. So I don't think that you could do a Rodriguez on Iran with Ghalibaf with that force existing against the IRGC. I mean, I do know that Venezuelans hate communism and the regime. I do know that, but like the movement that we have in Iran. So, I mean, until we see something like that in Venezuela, like with millions of people coming out and risking their lives to that extent, I don't think that, you know, it's different. It's a different situation, right? I mean, with all respect to, you know, to the people of Venezuela and their fight for freedom, of course. And thank you for the super chat. And then Omid with a super chat saying, when will the Mushtaba show proof of life? How long will he squeak from his burrow? Yeah, actually, that's a good point. You know, the most embarrassing thing for the office of the supreme leadership would be if he's a no-show for the funeral of Ali Khamenei. That would be really embarrassing if that happens. That would be a huge hit to the position of the regime. And then we have, okay, so Goldie got a membership gift.
Oh, thank
by
you.
Neil Bunny. Thank you so much, Neil Bunny. Now somebody is a member on Goldie's channel because of Neil Bunny. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Nail Bunny.
Thank you, Neil Bunny. We call her the, wait, what did we call her? Queen Bun Bun? I forgot. She has a name in our group. Yes. So we have Casey. Casey, thank you for the super chat saying, what that puppet from Saw? What's that? Was that the puppet from Saw in Iran? Actually,
Yeah.
You're right. Wait, sorry. Was that the puppet from Saw?
It looks exactly like the puppet from Saw.
Yes.
Like, look at this. It's horrifying.
Let me bring the picture. You're so right. Okay. Let's bring up her. Ooh, that's what you meant, Goldie. Okay, so this is her. Was that the puppet? Oh my God, you're right. I didn't even make the connection.
Like, here, just look at, yeah, like maximize that one here. Like, I have it maximized on my screen. Look at this.
This one?
Yeah, there you go. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Looks exactly like her. Go back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, you're so right. Yeah. I don't think they look the same. I think they are the same.
I mean, this one's scarier. The woman is scarier. Like, I would pick the clown in Saw any day over whatever that is.
Right, yeah. I don't know. Oh my god, let's move this. I'm actually I'm getting sick. Yeah, so Casey, yeah, it is the Saw. It is the puppet from Saw. It's very fitting for Islam. Wait, so okay, Saw in Islam stands for Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So SAW in Islam means may Allah honor him and grant him peace. So this is why this is very fitting. SAW in Islam stands exactly for this, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So that's why that's why I was thinking it was very fitting. Okay, and then we have Roman Cabbage. Thank you so much for the super chat saying, "Oh no, مترجم موسی شکست با عشق فراوان." Wait, what does that mean? Saying, "Oh no, the translate." Oh my God, you're talking. Are you talking about me? I think you're saying that. Oh no, the translator of Musa broke, and with lots of love. Oh wait, are you talking about me being a translator and then then going full Durka? Is that what you're referring to? Because don't worry, I'm still here. Okay, don't cut my paychecks. Thank you so much. Thank you, Musad. Love you, Musad. Keep them coming. And then we have Who That Nation Gal saying Goldie victim card time and rant on Rumble, Goldie.
I checked it out. Yeah, I saw that. But thank you so much. I'll check Rumble again. I don't think there's any more. There's no more Rumble rants. However, look at this. Data12 on Rumble gifted 10 subscriptions to my Rumble channel. Thank you, Data. Oh, that's so nice of you.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. I didn't even know that I could get subscriptions on Rumble. I don't even know how that works. I have to look into that. Okay. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for supporting Goldie. Speaking of supporting Goldie, Amir just gifted a membership to somebody in Goldie chat. Thank you. And oh, guys, look, it worked. Goldie, I defeated you.
That's fine. I mean, honestly, like you're wearing a fez. Nothing beats a fez, right? Like, once you pull out the fez, like that's it. Literally, nothing can beat the fez. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfair. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I overdid it.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I am Bugini. Yeah, I know it's Lamborghini. I am Bugini. I made a mistake and we're sticking with it. Okay. I am Bugini. Okay. It's nice hat, Armin. Thank you. Who That Nation Girl saying, oh, Shriner Frizz is back looking snappy. Yes. Very, very. See, I got 2 compliments. Why do I go like this? Why do I like doing this? This is weird.
Because it's like a little helicopter.
Yeah. I'm such a kid. Okay. And then we go to Zip Gun. Thank you so much for the super chat saying, have you watched the Megyn Kelly JD Vance interview? Thoughts? Well, Iran Revolution Live, American politics. So on Iran Revolution Live, we're not going to go into American politics. Okay. So ask me in our other live streams. And thank you for the super chat. So guys, I'm having actually whenever I go like this I have to pull this out of my mouth. How do you guys deal with long hair? Like, does it keep going into your mouth like this?
No.
And you have to pull it out every time? No? Okay.
Do you ever when was the last time you ever saw me pull my hair out of my mouth, Armin? Like I literally have long hair. I mean,
why
I guess
does that not happen?
I don't know, because I keep my mouth closed.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Yeah, maybe because it's longer than this, it goes all the way down. Yeah, so it has to be this long to be a problem. Okay, Dark, thank you so much for the membership gifts. Appreciate that. 5 membership gifts. Thank you so much. And then Zipgun, thank you. Thank you for the super chat saying, I read years ago that IRGC had the highest number of gender reassignment surgeries in the world. The justification was that it avoids homosexuality. So I don't know. I saw IRGC. It's within the Islamic Republic laws. Like IRGC doesn't enforce these things. It's within the courts, right? So what happened? So in Iran, we have this weird situation that they don't accept you being gay, but they do accept you being trans. So their understanding of gay and trans is that being gay is a sin, okay? But some men are naturally feminine, right? So given that they're naturally feminine, that can't be held against them because they're born like that. So they had the ulama, the religious leaders, thinking like, so then if you're gay, that means that you're a woman. So, right? So you cannot have sex with other men if you're gay unless you fully transition to being a woman, then you can have sex with other men. So under the Islamic Republic rules, the only way a man could have sex with another man is if they do gender reassignment surgery and fully medically transition to being a woman. And then after that, they could be with other men. And this has caused a weird situation in Iran where some men who are gay, who don't have gender dysphoria, like they're completely fine with being a man, they still go get gender reassignment surgery because they want to be with other men and they want to be able to do it legally. So even though they were comfortable with being a man, they still get the surgery so that they could be with other men, which is very bizarre. So many people who don't have gender dysphoria in Iran are going under the knife and going through transition. It's a weird, like nowhere else on earth, men who don't want to be trans, don't want to transition, adult men that don't want to transition are going out and paying for gender change surgery just so that they could be with the people they want to be. It's so bizarre. No, this was not a joke. This was real. This is actually like something that happens in Iran a lot. The real spec, thank you so much for the super chat, saying, is that Boomy Shriner's hat with Tehran on it? I don't know what kind of Shriners. I mean, I got the full explanation. This was a very nice gift. It came with a letter that was so wholesome. It was so beautiful. It had an explanation on it. I have the letter somewhere, but I don't know exactly what type of Shriner hat this is, but I love it and I appreciate the gift. Is it, guys, like the one that but the real spec is saying? Okay, we got another super chat here by Teresa. Thank you so much for the super chat, saying, I want your thoughts on this, on if this MOU is just a deal between Donald J. Trump and Xi over Taiwan invasion. So not directly, but everything that President Trump does, it does keep the CCP in mind, right? So the CCP and America's positioning with regards to CCP influences President Trump's decision making a lot, but it's not that direct. So it's a lot more indirect. So this is how the CCP comes into play, right? So the United States needs to put more of its military resources focused on the Western Hemisphere and China. okay, and this CCP, preferably eventually just more on the Western Hemisphere if we go by the Donroe doctrine. So not even maybe on CCP, but we are basically entering a new chapter in history where we're entering Cold War II, right? Not World War III, but Cold War II. So we are in the in-between Cold Wars. The Soviet Union's collapse ended Cold War, and for a very long time, we didn't have a powerful bloc against the United States. And United States' main enemies was Islamic fundamentalism and different terrorist groups. And 9/11 was the peak of that, right? But the Muslim countries failed to unite and create a united Islamic bloc against Western power. So this transition period, going from the Soviet Union as the main bloc against the United States to the world coming up with a new main bloc against the United States, the transition period was the Muslim, empire building and unity as an attempt to stand up against the West, and it's failed. So, given that that project has failed, we're now moving to the period where the CCP is going to be the main political and military bloc, and also main political, military, and economic bloc against the United States, right? So, given that that's the part of the history that we're entering, the United States needs to do a cleanup job with regards to, untangling, is that the word? Like basically removing its resources from it needs to finish the job where all of this Islamic Durka nonsense and almost everywhere else, like it needs to stop being involved in so many other places so that it could refocus its attention where it's the highest priority. So that would require the US military globally not to be always being the 100% of the security guarantee to be done by the American military. Like it requires more of the countries in different regions to spend more of their GDP on their own security, and United States involvement to be more based on weapon sales rather than providing free security services, right? So this would require Ukraine to go to a transactional model for example, instead of getting aid, for them to just get better at their own stuff and buy American military weapons, right? And also for the Middle East, they're trying to push more countries in the Middle East to go under Israel's security umbrella. And this is why a good relationship with Israel is very crucial to encourage, because the only way United States could remove its resources, some of its resources, military resources from the Middle East, is with reliance on Israel. Nobody could compete with Israel when it comes to providing safety and security in the Middle East, and for definitely not al-Shara from Syria, president of Syria. Like nobody else was going to be able to do that. So this is why the Abraham Accord was very important, and we need more of that. The Arab countries in the Middle East really suck at defending themselves, and the only way that they could, and United States one way or another is going to reduce its presence in the Middle East. So right now, the threat to the Arab countries around the Persian Gulf by the Islamic Republic can be used as a way to tell these Arab countries that United States is not going to constantly provide security services for you. And you guys just better understand that Israel is the only way you guys will be able to get any meaningful security without me being here, basically protecting you guys all the time. So there is an attempt to push the Arab countries in under the security umbrella of Israel. But again, this does require, here's a 5D chess idea that might explain. If you want to go full 5D chess, maybe and if you think like the fighting between Israel and United States has its own purpose, it might encourage the Arab countries who are upset with United States that are not upset with United States that United States is not providing the security services that it used to provide, for them to go to Israel that is also upset with the United States. So yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's a fake fight, but if it was a fake fight, it might push the Arabs and Israelis closer to each other, as a way for the United States to encourage them to take care of the security in the Middle East themselves, so that it could basically pull out its resources. And all of this is basically goes into the strategy for the United States to be able to provide more of its to have its more of its resources focused on what it cares more about, which is, again, maybe short-term China, long-term just its own hemisphere. Guys, and this is all like a spectrum. Obviously, United States will always be present globally everywhere. We're not talking about United States completely leaving the Middle East ever, or completely leaving anywhere else ever. We're talking about lower presence, not like complete abandonment and reallocation of resources. Oh, look at this. I'm saying, wow, that is fascinating teaching, Armin. Another reason I can't get why Vance and this MOU are throwing Israel under bus right now. That might be the midterms, for the midterms, but again, also please, like another really like 50D chess plan that I'm not saying is happening. Might be because to get the Arab countries who are upset with the United States and Israel who's upset with the United States to just work with each other and just maybe and push them faster under the security umbrella of Israel. Maybe. Again, I'm not saying this is the 5D chess plan, but if it was, but if it is, this could be one argument. And then we got another super chat by Fickle Knot. Thank you so much, saying I could never see you with long hair, Armin. Why not? Look at this. I could keep doing like I could keep. You know what? I should stop doing that. This is not fun anymore. It keeps going into my mouth. Okay. Maybe I should come up with a wig. Sorry. So let's see if you guys like it or not. I think I could pull it off. Why would you say that? I think I would look great with long hair. You know what? I'm gonna now. That offended me. I'm actually not gonna grow my hair. I'm just kidding. Goldie, do you think I would look good with long hair?
I guess it depends if you style it or not, right?
Okay. That M, guys, that just means no.
I don't know. I mean, it depends. No. Some guys look good with long hair. Some guys don't. I don't know. It just depends. So.
Oh my God. I think I have a picture with a wig. Could find it. Never mind. Okay. I was just kidding, by the way, guys. I wasn't offended. Know the figures. Thank you so much for the super chat saying, hi, Armin. Is it possible to hear Goldie's... Wait, why are you asking me? Okay. Hi, Armin. Is it possible to hear Goldie's opinion about the oil price perspective from yesterday? Okay, Goldie. I don't know. Is it possible, Goldie?
What was the conversation yesterday? I wasn't. Oh. What do you want me to comment on?
Let me try to remember. Okay, so
it's difficult for me to comment on like conversations when I'm not a part of them, but I'll try my best.
Yeah, you're getting the Israel treatment. Two people are having a conversation and you have to be there. You have to take a position accordingly, even though you weren't there. Okay, so I don't know if this is what you're referring to, but I think that what you're referring to is it possible that United States is just holding back for maximum aggression temporarily to bring the oil prices down before the midterms, and then going back to boom boom after the midterms are over? I mean, I think you're gonna say we don't know and we have to see, right? Like that would be, nobody would know for certain.
But, yeah, I mean, that's what I would say. Nobody would know for certain. Also, one of the reasons that oil prices were kept low during the blockade is because the United States was secretly smuggling millions of barrels of oil out, which made sure that oil prices remained low. So, I mean, that could be a part of it, but I don't know. It's difficult to say.
Okay. All right, so that was the last super chat. Oops, sorry, I made a mistake. No, I didn't make it. Yeah, okay. So, guys, I am gonna go to our discussion group. Let me unstart that, and I'm gonna bring this up here. So, guys, in 14 minutes, we're going to be having our discussion group, and today, guys, good news. Today, the discussion group is free. That means that everybody could come and join our group call and talk to all of us. And I'm going to put the link in the chat. Today is open politics discussion. I will be there. You guys could join as well and come and have a discussion with us over here. It's going to be really busy because it's open and everybody could join. So come in early. And by the way, guys, the discussion, the group call, I'm there for 2 hours. But after I leave, the people stay there and keep talking. So you could just stay there after I leave and keep talking to everybody over there. So the link to the discussion group is in the chat. The link is also in the QR code at the top right corner on the page. You could scan that and get there. And also on Liberty Politics on my channel, you could get the link in the bio. So you could click on this, and that will get you to the discussion group, and you could join our group call once you go there. And if you don't want to join the group call and talk, you could just watch it over here. You could basically, my live stream of the discussion group is going to start in 30 minutes, and you could watch it live as well. And yeah, I'm going to go there. And before I go, also, boo. I just had to show.
Oh my God.
Just had to show that. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, Goldie, that was that. So Goldie, what are your plans for the rest of today?
Taking some personal time, so I'm excited for that. Yay. Until I figure out what's going on with YouTube. So yeah, taking some personal time, and by personal time, basically I mean working on sort of basically all kind of the behind the scenes stuff for my channel. Working on like project planning and like how I want to kind of do things moving forward. So yeah, because my channel's growing thanks to all of you and all your support. So I'm deciding to take my channel to the next level. So yeah, we're gonna see a lot more content and live streams and various other things as well. So working on all of that, but it takes preparation and planning and time and stuff. So yeah.
So Goldie, I know you probably can't think of anything I could do, but if there's anything that I could help with, with what's happening to the channel, like I know it's probably
thank you.
Nothing, but please let me know. I will do anything and everything.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you. No, you know what? This is I think it's just a glitch. I think it's temporary. Hopefully things will be ready to go by Monday. But yeah. If anything, this is the universe telling me that maybe I should use this, technical glitch or whatever that YouTube has on my account to maybe take a couple days off. So, yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Okay. If it works out for you, maybe I need a glitch as well.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, okay, guys. So this is us, and we'll see you again. I'll see you in 10 minutes, exactly 10 minutes. That's my alarm telling me that. I'll see you guys in 10 minutes, and we'll have another episode of Iran. So just, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So just subscribe and hit the bell notification, and YouTube will just tell you. All right. How about that? And until we see you next, I'm Israel Chai. Long live America.
God bless America.
جاویدشاه
پاینده
ایران.
غرق انقلاب است. کشور ما، تاریخ ما در سینگر فرا گرفته، گویی اهورا مستا دوباره در نور خود مرا گرفته. سرودی سر میدهم باز فارغ از رنج و تشویش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ایران غرق هان ای پسر برخیز و با ما شو هنگام تا درد آن تجربه تلخ ما را نکشیده در خواب بگذار هر دم بغرند گرگ‌ها در لباس میش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ای کارگر ای برزگر راحت قانون ادامه دارد در این زمان که پرتو یزدان از هر سو بر تو میبارد پس پیش به سوی آزادی از بحر خزر تا کیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش خلقا به پا بحر دفاع از استقلال و آزادی تا بشکنیم پشت ارتجاع تیریزی ویران آبادی تا زنده سازیم سنت‌های می از بر آیین و کیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش
با امید روزی که تمام این دلبشو و انقلاب تموم بشه و ما در روشنایی نور و سعادت مردم کشورمون غرق بشیم
نه خارجی نه بیگانه نه مستشارهای ویرانی نه چیر خاران نه کاسه لیسان فقط هم رزمان ایرانی
با شرافت میهنی بسازی بهر فرزندان خویش
ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش
ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش
مردان بیایید داخل صف ما اکنون که آغاز رویاست دشمنان بدانید ما زنده هستیم بعد از ما هم ایران پابرجاست آن روح شیطان ما را فریب داد با صد شعار مردمیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش
ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش
پرچم ما پرچم ایران غرق خون شهیدان روی شانه هامان هم میکنیمش در هر خیابان و میدان تا ماسک دلغکان را برداریم از روی تسبیح و ریش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش